resources that you need, all the information that you want, all that you want to purchase. So this is what is basically the network of trading. Now, when we come back to the main important function, what we're talking of, human networking. What do you mean by human networking? Let's say I have limited resources of my contacts, my own reach with different people as such. If I have to expand my reach to different people, if I have to actually add more resources to my connectivity, what do? I use the same philosophy of networking with different people so that I'm able to access the information or the contacts or the connectivity that they have so that I can utilize it as and when I need. So that is called as, networking. Okay. So now, if you have to use networking, let us understand centuries back when humans, when the civilization was existing, when they wanted to go for their food, what is it that they do? They used to go for hunting. They went for hunting and they made their kill, they had their lunch, they had their dinner, they went to sleep again the next day, they had to again go for hunting because they had to again fill their stomach as such. Okay, because the resource was exhaustible. Now, at some point of time, after many years, some people realized that they are not fit enough, they are not strong enough to actually do the hunting. They cannot go out for hunting. Okay, so what was the solution? So after a couple of years, they started farming. So what are they doing farming? They sow the seeds and they wait for the fruits to come up so that they will be able to utilize this farming, and they will be able to continue this farming so that they don't have to go and hunt every day. Okay, now why do I tell you this? Because even after so many years of the progress in civilization, when we talk of business owners, today when they go out to get their business from different places, even today, many of the people actually, they go hunting every day. You have a sales team, you have a marketing team, you have people who are on the run every day. Every month on month, you are hunting for business. How do you actually do farming in your business? That's the concept of networking. So what is basically networking? Why do we need to have a network? We have to, first of all, expand the reach in the market. If you have to expand the reach in the market, you are going to be using your own sales team, your marketing team, your own promotion tactics, whatever, to reach the market. Now, one thing is, when you have your resources limited, your reach also is going to be limited. Because every resource that you keep on adding to your business team, your marketing team, you've got to pay that. So is there any way in which you can actually have a team which is going to do marketing for you, but you don't have to pay for it? That is the concept of business networking as it. Now, what do you do in the network? You can actually partner others in the same business. There are two things. One is you keep on, in business you need to acquire new customers, and also you need to retain the old customers. If you keep on acquiring new customers and you keep losing the old customers, again you keep on doing the hunting process again and again. So, you see, we have a couple of softwares which we do, some products as such. I understood that he had some other different types of softwares. There was a time when I actually had a requirement for a financial software for which we don't have a financial software. It was a requirement for which we did not have to reinvent the wheel and try to develop that thing. Since I knew that he already had something, I approached him, I called him over and gave him the lead. Okay, and luckily that he was able to convert it to a deal. He was able to get it. See, what happens is he was not directly competing in the business that I have because my domains are different, his domains are different. So later on what happened, after one or two deals which materialized, he came forward to me and said, "Sir, you have been giving me business. Why don't I understand what you have so that I can also start giving business? I have certain customers which have a different requirement which you have, which we don't have. So let me also connect them to you." So this is what the give and take policy where you collaborate. Now today we have, I would like to give you an example. We have Mr. Nazir. Okay, can I please have your attention? Mr. Nazir is having a school management software. I know him for quite a long time. Okay, he is into development of CRM school management software. And one of our sponsors, a person whom I know again, Wasim. Can I have your attention, Wasim? Yeah, he is here. Wasim, can I just have you quickly here front for the moment? Okay. See, Wasim is actually, his company is creating, the softwares. Okay, Wasim, you can use the mic as a, okay. See, you're using softwares, your domain that you have this digital software, I mean, digitizing certificates to universities as a, what is the type of industry that you attend to?
We actually pioneer into blockchain technologies. What we do is basically we track the students from A to Z, from his school days, college, university, and what they do after that. Basically, it is a solution similar to LinkedIn, but verified platform. So everything, whatever has happened, is verified by the university. And
your customers, who are your end customers? Universities, colleges? Universities and colleges. We have another person, Mr. Nazir, whose end customer also schools and all that. Okay. Let's say, for instance, Mr. Nazir is giving a school management software. He doesn't have the solution for digital records that you do. Right. You are not into school management software. You are into digital records. You see here, these are two different companies, but their end customer is the same. He has got a record of about 100 or 500 clients who are schools and universities. He has got a record of about 500 to 1,000 customers who are, let's say if you both collaborate, you are not actually getting into the domain of each other, you are not competing in the domain, but you have got customers in that. If you collaborate, what would happen? If he is going to share 500 of his customers to him for the school software, and if he is going to share 500 customers of his for the digitizing of the records, now what has happened? With one connectivity, you have got, how much time would it take for you to acquire 500 customers? 2-3 years?
Not much time.
2-3 years? Okay. For you also it would take 2-3 years, 4 years. At one connectivity, if you are able to get those much of customers, don't you think is good? That's what is the, thank you. So that is what is the, you please network is right and the secret that you take it practically. Okay. So the collaboration is more important. Many of us actually are hesitant to actually talk to the people who are in the same domain because you think that you are competition. The main idea is to convert the competition to collaboration so that you can both grow together. Build trust so that they can drive business to you. Of course, collaboration, it does not happen overnight as such. You need to actually build trust. You need to actually get the confidence of the person that you are able to deliver what you are promising to do, and you need to actually show them that you have the quality which is acceptable by them and by their clients as well. Now, building meaningful relationships. Okay, we will come to this. The whole idea of this session is to how do you build meaningful relationships as such. The process of building meaningful relationships is, let's say, how many contacts, let's say for instance, you're all using mobiles. For instance, Tanvir, in your mobile, how many contacts do you have?
3,200.
3,200, great. Okay. How many of these people know what you do? Your business, your success stories?
Probably 10%.
10%. Very few. See, we have all got 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 contacts on our phone. We have got 10, 15,000 visiting cards lying on our table in our different folders. We have got different connects available in our email. See, your contacts are just contacts. How do you convert them to connections and build relationships so that they will be able to give you business? That is where networking actually comes in. Your contacts will not be able to help you in any which ways if you have them just lying there. Okay. So the idea of converting a contact to a connection, you need to first convert the contact to a connection. From the connection, you build the relationship, and that is where the relationship builds on your trust and quality. That converts to a contract. Converting a contact to a contract. That is the philosophy. So once a contract is done, then what happens? That trust gets built up. When you build the trust, that will again give you to more contact. Let's say, for instance, if I have to tell you that 80% of our business, we are into software development, web design development, 80% of our business comes from only the referrals and the return customers. We don't have a marketing team asset. The other 20% is only what I do with my one-to-one assets. What is happening is, I have built a relationship and trust with my customers that they drive the business. I don't have to have a marketing team. I don't have to spend money on the marketing team to actually go hunting every day. You get network when you actually build a meaningful relationship with people where they can actually drive business to you. That is the whole concept of business networking. And how that will happen is, the methodology. There is a method. See, many of the times you happen to attend these type of conclaves, you exchange cards. What happens after that? You just go back home, keep the cards somewhere in the office as such, you never go back and take those cards. Let's say, for instance, if somebody you met, you call him after about 2 months or 3 months as such, what is the type of response that he may give to you? Let's say he said, hi Srinivas, this is Afsar here. Which Afsar? Hey, you remember I met you 3 times 3 months back in some particular public. Oh, is it? I don't remember, is it? What do you do? Sir, I do this network, the software, this thing and all. Oh, is it? Maybe. Because in the next 2-3 months, he has met another 100 people and this has already gone back. You have not built a connectivity, you have not built a relationship as such. So, see, I will share you one very good philosophy which is actually designed by Dr. Ivan Meisner. He is the founder of BNI, Business Network International, since I've been a part of BNI, I would be able to tell you, and in fact I have had the honor of meeting him a couple of times to share ideas as such. Now what he says is there are 3 things what you need to do to build a contact to a relationship. First thing is, the day you actually meet a person, today you are going to be meeting so many people, I'm sure many people have got new cards and all. What is the next thing that you do? Once you have actually met somebody else, there is something which you need to do the first day, first week and the first month. On the first day, what to do is, when you have met somebody, within 24 hours, you need to connect with him. How do you connect with him? Either send a mail to him, or maybe on WhatsApp, or whichever method you have. You need to actually acknowledge. You need to actually send a message to the person. Thank you, it was very nice to meet you, whatever. Be honest. You don't have to really be too much you can be honest. This is acknowledgement. What happens is, the person who would have met 50 people in a seminar, if 4 people have actually communicated to him, it is only those 4 people which he is going to remember, because these people have acknowledged their meeting and they have actually replied to him. So the first day, within 24 hours, you need to communicate and send a mail or a message, anything that so and so, very grateful to have met you, and we would like to actually again connect at a later stage. Now, what you're doing is you're setting the prelude. This person whom you have sent the mail or message, he knows that this person is going to again connect back to me. So he's going to remember, he's actually going to save your mail or connectivity, whatever, and he's expecting that you're going to come back to him again. Now the next part is, within a week's time, what is it that you have to do? Within a week's time, you need to connect on that person on any of the social media, maybe Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, whichever platform he is available, you need to connect back to him. And maybe share your success stories, or maybe if he's actually shared any success stories, you need to acknowledge, you need to applaud, so that the relationship is built, you're acknowledging and he's again connected. See, you're keeping up the relationship. Relationships actually are kept alive whenever there is a communication in whichever form. So within a week's time, what you need to do is you need to communicate and get connected on the social media or anything as a. Now, next part is, within a month, within 30 days, what you need to do is you need to actually have a personal meeting. You need to actually meet up in person. You need to call up to him and say, okay, since we have already met, now I would like to meet up to you in person and discuss in details what we can do for you. See, there is a giver's gain philosophy. Whenever you are meeting somebody, do not be a hunter, do not be eager to actually get business. First, have, start getting habituated to become a giver, because once you start giving, then only they will start giving back to you. You cannot actually, a network relationship is a very lengthy process. It can happen over a period of 3 months, 6 months or a year. It depends on how good you are in communicating your mind and how good the reception is from the other person. Okay, so this is meant for farming. You see, why I gave you the example of hunting and farming. Farming actually takes patience. You are sowing the seed of trust with other people, okay, so that it grows. You nurture the relationship as such, on trust as such, and then at a later stage it starts giving you the results. So when you meet the person, what is the first thing that you would be doing is you need to understand what he is into and how you can actually generate business for him. What is it that you can do for him, instead of actually trying to understand what you can get from him, because you need to first be a giver. One of the best lines that I regularly relate to in these sessions is okay. Okay, we'll cut short on that. Okay. And of course, when you meet, when you're meeting somebody in business, what is very important is for you to actually be professional. See, etiquettes, the professional etiquettes. I've seen people who are going for a business meeting and casual. People are not going to take you serious for that. Okay. Very importantly, you might think that okay, you're casual, you don't really have to be looking formal as such, but it makes a lot of difference. Your body language, your attitude, your etiquette, your attire, everything matters because the other person. See, if you get caught with somebody in the traffic without the vardi, you're not going to take him serious, right? It is you get scared only when you see the khaki vardi because you know that this person is on duty. Okay, you get scared. So when you are having that attire, you know that you're on a mission and people are going to take it serious for that. Now. So effective business networking, my say on this is that effective business networking is the art of converting that contact that you have to a contract, to a business contract built on trust, relationship and quality of services. The TRQ that you have is similar to the TRP of what you see in your channels, the TRP. As this TRQ increases, your relationship increases, and as you keep on adding more people with this TRQ as such, you are generating more windows of opportunities for you to get more business. Okay, so these things are very important. Your trust, relationship, and quality of services. Okay. Now, how do you do that? The first step is to be a part of the business network. Now, if you want to be a networker, what is the first thing that you need to do? There's an old story. Somebody wanted to actually get a lottery. He wanted to win a lottery for the whole lifetime. He tried. He waited to get a lottery. He was not able to. Finally, after he died, he went to the skies. He said, "Bhagwan, मुझे लॉटरी उठाने के लिए मैं कितनी प्रार्थना की, मुझे लॉटरी नहीं उठी, क्या बात है?" बोले तो somebody comes and says, "भाई साहब, तुमने कभी लॉटरी के टिकट खरीदी भी थी जिंदगी में?" नहीं ना. If you want to win a lottery, you have to first buy the lottery ticket. Without having the lottery ticket, you will not be lucky enough to actually get the lottery. So if you have to do networking, what is it? The first thing that you need to have, you need to be a part of any good network, like IICCB. So first, you need to be a part of the network. Next thing what you need to do is, because the network gives you a lot of windows of opportunity. All the people sitting here are windows of opportunities with which you can build the relationship, build the trust asset, and then later on they can convert to business. Be clear on the end-to-end solution that you're looking for. What is it that you're looking for? First of all, you need to have an ambitious asset. I am looking for collaboration with somebody. I am looking for taking some vendor. I am looking at mentorship, or I am looking for a business partner. Once you have in mind, from among the network that you have, you need to identify, pick and choose people who could be actually that type of a person who would help you in achieving the goal that you have already set for yourself. So choose those people, build a relationship with them, and then identify, explore the most suitable cadets that you're looking for what goals that you have set, and then network and grow. Network and grow, how you build the relationship. It is a small 3-step what I've done, but of course, if you go into the nitty-gritties, there is a lot, probably a different session, lengthy session we could have on that. What I'm doing is I'm just touching the tip of the iceberg. We're not getting into the depth assets. Okay. Now, Aristotle, the master of Western philosophy, said, "Pleasure in the job puts perfection in the work." Now, what happens is when you are working just for money, there are many businesses who work only for money as such. Their quality of output is different. When people work with passion, their quality of output is entirely different. When we put passion in what we do, the results are admirable. That's what actually keeps us high. So, in conclusion, I will tell you one small story. I'm sure you like stories. Now, see, what happened is this one villager who actually he used to have a farm. He used to go every day to his farm and then come back to his house. And one fine day when he was coming back to his house, what happened was he found something shining on the road, on the path. So he picked up. He was not able to find out what this shining object is. Okay. And suddenly he remembered, okay, we have one wise man in our village who keeps traveling to the major cities. I said, I will go and ask him what it is. Okay. Out of curiosity, he goes to the headman in the village and he asks him, shows him, "See, sir, I found this thing. What is this?" The fellow says, "Oh my God, where did you find this? This is a bullet." He says, what is a bullet? He says, this is a bullet. You can actually kill a lion or a tiger with this bullet. It is very powerful tool. Where did you get this? I said, okay, I got this somewhere. He said, okay, leave it here. He says, no, since that I have found it, let me keep it with him. He's very happy about it, and then he keeps the bullet with him all the time because out of his passion. After some days, it so happens that he's again coming back from the farm, okay, and he finds that there is one wild dog just following him as he feels a little scared. He starts walking faster. The dog also starts walking faster. He starts running. This will also starts running behind. Suddenly, while running, he remembers, okay, he's got a bullet in his pocket. He reaches for the bullet, pulls it out, turns back, and hits the dog as such. What happens? Dog is hit, he gets even more angry, starts chasing him even faster. He keeps running for his life, and straight away, when he reaches the village, he goes back to the headman and says, sir, you lied to me. What did I lie? You said this bullet, remember last time I showed you, you said it can kill a lion, but it could not kill a dog also today. I tried it. He says, what did you do? He tells him this story. He says, gentlemen, what I told you is right. It can kill a bullet, but you did not use it the right way. Okay. It has to be loaded into the gun, and then you need to pull the trigger, then only it will work. See, we are here in IICCB. Understand that IICCB, a platform, is designed in a fashion to be used. If you are not going to be using IICCB the way it is designed, you might not find it effective. Okay. So, in the end, what you need to do is you use IICCB the way it has been designed, and definitely you will be able to reach the destination as you have planned. So in closing, what I would like to say is, हम लोग मंजिल के तलाश में, तो मैं इन द क्लोजिंग के आई वुड लाइक टू से कि मंजिल हमें मिलेगी कुछ देर भटक ही सही, मंजिल हमें मिलेगी कुछ देर भटक ही सही, गुमराह तो वो हैं जो घर से निकले ही नहीं। हम घर से निकल चुके हैं, हम मंजिल की ओर बढ़ रहे हैं। We need to be in the right direction and reach the destination very soon, inshallah. Good luck to you all. Thank you.